Hello Eurovision friends, thank you so much for coming to my channel, Eurovision Histories. Today I want to do another song battle, a giant song battle of all the big 5 songs in this year's Eurovision. We have Isaak for Germany, Olly Alexander for the UK, Nebulossa for Spain, Angelina Mango for Italy, and Slimane for France. You already voted in the community tab of my channel, and these votes will be a big part of the final result. But first of all, I will look at different aspects of the songs and performances, giving points to the song that I think is the best. The rules here will be a bit different. In each round, I have 2 points to give. I can give both points to the same song, or I can give 1 point to one song and 1 point to another song. So let's get right to it. Your votes at the end will count as much as my vote. So I'm kind of the jury, you're kind of the televote, and I think that will be quite fun. If you want to participate in the vote, you have to subscribe to this channel and go to the community tab of my channel. There will be more battles like this one. I thought about a Nordic battle, for example. So the first aspect I always talk about in my videos are the lyrics of the songs. Let's say that Dizzy and Olly Alexander is kind of out from the very beginning. They're not bad, the lyrics. They're about love and feeling dizzy because you're so in love, but they're not particularly exciting. I think that Germany's lyrics are quite okay as well, about an identity crisis of some sort. So there is a bit of meaning, but starting a song with I'm nothing but the average is not the best thing to do, I think. And so we are left with Spain, Italy, and France. The French lyrics aren't bad either. There are good lyrics for the kind of song that it is, for a love ballad, but they also don't excite me 100%. Italy are beautiful lyrics, as we have come to expect from Italy. She talks about losing her father, coming out of this difficult time, but also appreciating the difficult times in your life. There's a lot of meaning in the lyrics. I've done a lyric explanation video on this if you're interested. And then Nebulossa for Spain. You have very tongue-in-cheek lyrics, reappropriating a bad word for women and saying, I mean, you're going to call me this word anyway, so I'm just going to do whatever I want. And I love these lyrics as well. And so I decided in the end to give 1 point to both France and Italy. Now, the next round are the voices of these artists. And here I have to say, I kind of like all of them. Merly Bas doesn't really sing, I think. We can say that. She's more talking, and there are quite some issues with her voice, which isn't important for this kind of song. But I can't give this point to France, I don't think. Then we have Olly Alexander with a very good voice. Angelina Mango does a great vocal performance, especially with all of the movement that she does. And Isaak, I also really, really like his voice. I think it's the best part about the German entry, his voice. But if you've seen my videos, you know that I am just a big, big fan of Slimane's, and that's mostly because of his voice. He has great songs too, but the depth, the emotion, the timbre, and the variation that he has in his voice, every single performance. Sometimes there are some pitch issues, but I'm just in love with his voice and the tone especially. And so I had to give both points to Slimane, and so he takes an early lead. By the way, this is my subjective opinion, of course. I'm not saying that any of them are bad or good in any of these aspects. It's just my opinion, so don't get too worked up about it. Round number 3 is the song. And as that is the most important aspect of the Eurovision package, I have sub-rounds. The first sub-round is melody and hook. Now, Germany and also the UK have radio-friendly, chart-friendly songs. They do have, especially Germany has quite a good hook with the Hamamaheya, which sounds a bit almost African to me, but also gets a bit on my nerves after a while. The UK also is quite catchy, has a good hook, I have to say. Zorra, the Spanish song, doesn't really have a melody or a hook, but I kind of feel like the interjections of the word Zorra throughout the song are the hook of the song in a way, and I think that's quite genius in the way that's done and also makes it stand out. La Noia, it has an interesting melody, really interesting instrumentation as well, with instruments from kind of all around the world, influences from many different places, which makes it really interesting. And then for Mon Amour and Slimane, the song is beautiful. It's a piano ballad, and that's something that's really up my alley if you've seen some of my videos. And the beat comes in the climax, which adds a different layer to it as well. So I really love that song as well. And in the end, I decided to give a point to both Italy and France for melody and hook. France more for the melody and Italy for melody and hook, to be honest. Next up, we have the structure of the song. Again, Germany and the UK, quite mainstream English pop songs that go through the motion, verse, chorus. Don't have a lot of variation. Spain, again, I love that you have this 80s sound and then the introductions of the word Zorra that kind of break up the song into different parts. And that is fun to me and smart. La Noia, I don't really know what the structure of La Noia is, but it is very varied. There are spoken word parts. There are parts that are more based on the instrumentation. The chorus, I just like it. And then for France, I mean, it's a standard ballad that I like a lot, but when it comes to the structure, it's not that exciting. And so in the end, I decided to give these 2 points to Spain and Italy. And so Italy is now in a tie with France for the win in this song battle. When we talk about originality, everything I've said about Germany, UK, and France stays the same. These are not outstanding entries because of originality, I don't think, but the tongue-in-cheek, lyrics of Spain and the amazing variety of instrumentation in Italy, also the performances add to this feeling that these are original songs and special songs that stand out. And so in the end, I decided to give a point to each Spain and Italy, which means Italy takes the lead. Now, the next round is the goal of the song. What do I mean by that? Like, if you want to be a funny song, you have to be really funny. If you fail at that, it's really a bad song. Or if you're a ballad that doesn't evoke any emotions, you also kind of failed at what you're trying to do with the song. And here, I think the 2 entries that do that the best are France, because it is an incredibly emotional ballad that does make me feel a lot of things when I listen to it, and especially when I see him perform. And also Spain, because the purpose of Spain is to be tongue-in-cheek, to send a message, and it expertly does both of these things. So I gave a point to both Spain and France, and now we have a 3-way tie between the romance countries in the Big Five. Next up, we have airplay, which is very easy. Which songs did I listen to the most? This is based on facts, not my feeling. And these songs were Italy and France, so they are now in the lead. And the last round of my own opinion is based on the performance. This was quite hard because I think that Isaak does a pretty good performance of the song. I am quite sure that Olly Alexander will have great stage presence. He's an actor, he's trained. This will be really interesting to watch him. Mary Bass has this diva attitude, which I love and which she's really good at as well. Angelina Mango, I mean, the freshness and youthfulness and spontaneity she puts into every performance is just amazing to me. And Slimane obviously is also a very, very good performer. However, in the end, I decided to give 1 point to Angelina Mango because of the spontaneity, really. That makes it really stand out to me. And then also 1 point to Olly Alexander because I think he just has the performance chops and the experience to really put on a great stage show. We haven't seen it yet, and the performances I've seen until now haven't convinced me 100%. And I kind of thought about giving this point to Slimane as well. But, you know, in the end, I decided for Olly Alexander. Now, the next round is the most important one. And these are your votes from the community tab of my channel. Let's see how you voted. You guys gave an incredible 55% to Italy, 15% of your votes went to Spain, 10% to the UK, 15% also to France, and 5% to Germany, which translates into these points. So let's have a look. You guys gave 1 point. I rounded up. So if it's 5%, I'm giving 1 point. If it's 15%, I'm giving 2 points. 1 point to Germany, so we don't end up with 0. That's also nice. 1 point also to Olly Alexander. 2 more points to Nebulossa. 2 more points also to Slimane. And this means we have a clear winner of the song battle. 6 points go to Angelina Mango. The number doesn't even fit into the graphic. And so Angelina Mango is the clear winner of this song battle. Congratulations. I also have some of your comments. Biaina Reinison says, from Iceland, sad seeing Germany in last place. It's probably my second or third best of the big 5. Karina Schnabel says, I like all big 5 this year, but Slimane has been my winner from the beginning. Timothy 13 says, I started by loving Slimane and I still love the song, but I didn't know it was possible for Olly Alexander and Dizzy to go up that fast and that far. It's now my 4th place and I love it so much I caught myself singing it during my math exam. I'm glad that you can listen or hear music in your head during a math exam. If I remember correctly, it's been a while, but I was not able to do that. And then we have Alter Egos, who says, we really have to acknowledge Italy's versatility. They send pop, jazz, opera, ballad, rock, hip-hop, cumbia, reggaeton, always keeping the quality incredibly high. I agree with that. And then Imaginary says, La Noia is probably the best objectively speaking, but Dizzy is my personal favorite. Thank you for your comments and for voting. I love that you can differentiate between objectively the best song and personally the best song. That tells me that you are a subscriber to my channel, I think. So thank you for coming to my channel. Do subscribe. There will be more song battles. And if you don't want to miss any of the votes, you have to subscribe and go to the community tab of my channel. I will see you in my next video. See you then and bye-bye.